Oh, and another thing, Vortex. Do you guys remember these? It's a CD player, okay? This also has a tape deck. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, Depeche Mode. That's a great fucking album. Yeah, I actually have a tape deck on that record player inside, so I'm definitely gonna play this. I have this on CD too, but yeah, I thought that this thing. I don't know if y'all know this, but sometimes appliances will just randomly go out and they'll make you think that they're dead, and then if you leave them in a garage for like 5+ years, then all of a sudden, maybe it's because they noticed that I experienced a transformation, so they decided to transform as well, and now this thing suddenly works again. And I'm really glad that I tested them too. So that CD player works. There was a fan that I was going to throw away. That thing works too. There was an alarm system, like it was a AM FM radio / alarm / CD player. Now the CD player doesn't work, but I was going to throw that away. But then I was like, dude, I could totally use this as an alarm system so I don't have to keep my phone in my room. So I don't have a smartphone, in case you didn't know how crazy we were already. Apparently you're crazy if you don't want to do what all the numbskulls do. But yeah, I find it interesting, how life works and how it doesn't work as well. So things will work and then they'll stop working and then they'll work again, and like last night I only had 1 cup of coffee. I never thought that was possible, but it happened, and then I was hyper focused to do something that I had no desire to do, that I assumed I wasn't going to do for another 6 months. But since it was the end of Lent, I was like, you need to do this. And I'm really glad that that's how I finished. I finished marijuana Christmas. No, I'm still gonna try to avoid marijuana, because I'm afraid that if I use it again, I'm gonna lose this motivation, and I really don't want to. I feel like for the past 20 years I've been storing up motivation in a warehouse, and whenever I stopped using weed, it's like I suddenly busted open the door to that warehouse, and it's just a conveyor belt that keeps dispensing more and more projects for me to work on. So that's good. That's good. Not to say, like, if I use just a little bit of weed, I'm sure that might motivate me, but I don't know. I don't want to chance it. I think I've used enough, wouldn't you say? 20 years. Is 20 years enough time to be on drugs the majority of that time? My issue with it is that, it's like, it can be really fun and it can be really rewarding, and there can be a lot that you learn from it, and you're very enlightened, but it keeps you in a place of infantilization. Like, say you have really amazing thoughts and you have really awesome ideas. If you don't have the motivation to do anything with them, then it doesn't really matter that you had those great thoughts and ideas. That's not to say that you have to be in this constant state of productivity, but I would rather be somewhat productive than want to be productive and feel like I can't, because I'm just sort of stuck. And I think that anybody that abuses marijuana, that's bound to happen no matter what, because that's just the nature of it. Now, of course, anything that you abuse, like, it's called abuse for a reason. So you're not going to get whatever benefit you could have gotten from it because you're not using it the way that you're supposed to. With that being said, if I get sick, like legitimately sick, like, I'm going to die. Because that's just, that's the best way to heal any ailment is to use a plant, Like the powers that be don't want you to know that. Pharmaceutical companies. What's interesting about the pharmaceutical companies is that they're doing synthetic versions of the stuff that we already have. And if you know that and you say, fuck that, I'm just going to take the regular ass version of that, I'm just going to do the natural thing. It's like people look at you like you're crazy because they're modern and they're so used to doing it the way that they've been doing it. But those people are dumb. And I hate the West so much, I really do. Because the West has just screwed everything up. And not to say that, like, it was always bad, but it's definitely bad now. It's been bad since, the Star of David people decided to control our technology and modern medicine and all that shit. I mean, that's been happening for a hot minute now. But that's why everything's so backwards. Everything's upside down, right side up, and upside down again because they wanted it that way. World's a lie, The world's a lie. Jesus is the truth. But yeah, I had to move all those pots too. The homeowners association finally complained about it. They didn't complain about it when there were like leaves and debris everywhere. I finally cleaned that up. And then they complained. But yeah, I moved it all in here. And hopefully I can move it back out if I actually start growing those plants and I can transport them outside. But yeah. I've got everything ready upstairs because I've got a room where I have some pretty good sunlight with this window. So I'm trying to do stuff that I've been saying I'm going to do for years and years and have yet to do. But I'm confident that I actually will this time, but we'll see.